You know what, John?
Yeah.
What's it called? I heard for the second time last week, right?
Wow,
this
all right.
thing. See what you think about this, right? Basically. So I was talking to this guy, and he's a personal banker, right?
Wow.
So I think this is one of the ways that the banks make themselves a lot of money. Personal banking. So you're really rich, you get a personal banker, and he helps you figure out what you're doing with all that cash that you've got
Laying around.
so that it's not all stuffed under your mattress, you know, because
Yeah.
that just gets tiresome. And you know, I mean, you could trip over it.
Yeah.
It's just not.
That's not good for anybody.
It's just, you know, it's not good, is it?
Yeah.
So, and you know, we were chatting, and we were just chatting about how, like, we were talking about the new sanctions a little bit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that much about it. We chatted about it for a little bit, and this guy just says to me, and then we were just saying, yeah, I mean, I've got this one client. He said, you know, he's really rich, really successful, and he's kind of lost. You know, he's just got that lost. It's got that lost look in his eye. He doesn't know what to do with the rest of his life. Really, I mean, he's just done everything that you know, he could have done, and you know, we're trying to figure out whether we're going to put his money into Dubai or we're going to put his money into France, buy a pad in France, you know. And he's just like, but from that, he's just like, you know, he walks around like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Damn, that's a problem.
I know. Well, this is it, John. This is the tricky thing, mate. You know, like, this is the second time I've heard this. The first time I heard it was somebody else was telling me about how she would love to go to karaoke, actually, with her girlfriends, and they would have a fantastic time singing, la la la. And she says there's a guy that's always there, very often there, and they've made friends with him. And he's another super rich geezer.
Wow.
And he'd come there with, if not one, then two, like, impossibly beautiful girls. There were, how can I put this politely?
Entourage.
On the clock, if you know what I'm saying. They were working, right? And like, they would just be incredibly beautiful. And so this guy, like, his habitual Friday night would be to show up Friday night, sing some karaoke with his bought friend. He's fat, he's ugly, he's bald, and all the rest of it. And then he'd go home, and they started getting it's like her pack of friends who were, like, you know, really cool kind of city chicks, you know, all with great jobs and careers and all the rest of it. But late 30s, something like that. And, you know, they would get affection because he was always there. And she said, I could see in his eyes he's lonely, like, he doesn't, you know, well, he is lonely in the sense that he keeps bringing...
Yeah. He's paying for affection.
Yeah, he's paying for but so he would get a real affection for them, and he'd bring them presents, and like, they were like his new friends.
Wow.
Right?
That's amazing.
And so it was like what happened last week. I'm listening to these people, you know, telling me about these lost super rich people, and I didn't want to fall into that trap, John, that you nearly fell into. See, I don't want to, you know, I remember the first time I heard this story, the karaoke one, I remember thinking, well, tell him to call me.
Exactly.
If he got the money, I got the
people,
I got everything else, man. I mean,
the life.
Has he travelled? Has he been around the world? Has he done, you know, there's some, I don't like to call them extreme sports. Has he been on a snow bike? Has he done this? Has he done that? There's so many amazing things you can do. I mean, if you're really bored, I think Elon Musk will take you to space, won't he, now, or something? Richard Branson? I mean, come on. Okay, all I'm saying, see, I don't want, the second time it's happened now, right? And I feel like it's like a real proletarian reaction, because I think we all know money's not everything. However, my reaction is so strong. You know, I'm just like, dude. You know, you can't be bored yet. I mean, you can't, not yet. I'm sure I could write you a long list of things you ain't done yet that you could still do that will give you a little bit of, you know...
a sense of self-satisfaction.
Yeah, surely. So, you know?
Yeah, but, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know, Steve. It's a really tricky one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, is it fair for me to say you're not allowed to be bored already if you're super rich?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
You know, a business idea, I don't know, but I don't know. This is the thing. It doesn't quite feel right. The right answer, by the way, everybody, if you are looking for the right answer, the right answer is, of course, that you should just go and help somebody, basically. Go out, use your money to help other people and save your soul while you still have one.
What's left of it, rather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel like it's being clawed out. So there's another, there you go. So, mate, do you know what? I'm actually thinking, I keep getting all this self-help stuff. Do you get these ads for self-help courses and things?
Yeah, Spirit Hack and all of this stuff. Yeah.
Spirit Hack?
Yeah, like apparently, like, you know, how to be a happier person.
Oh,
yeah.
But anyway, I'm beginning to think, I was thinking about this, I'm beginning to think that's going to be the next service. After having a therapist, there's going to be somebody who's going to be like, are you rich? Are you rich? And don't know what to do? Hey, call us. My name's Good Time Johnny. Have you been?
You around.
You know, and actually provide these people who don't have enough imagination to be rich. Or whatever, or take full advantage of their cash.
I guess it's quite tricky, man, to say at what point can you really just say, okay, I've got all the money, but here's the thing, Steve, more vanity, right, can't cure anything, unfortunately. I've been there.
What do you mean?
Well, let's say you want the hottest girl, and you get the hottest girl. After that, after some point, she becomes just a girl.
Yeah.
And you're going to start looking for something else again.
That's the great joke that God has played on us. Yeah, nothing's ever good enough. It's terrible, isn't it? But you've got to fight it. You have to fight that. I know it exists. I know, I have it. We all have it in our own lives. We always want more, but we just have to fight it, man. So anyway, that guy, either of those guys, if you're listening, you know where to find me. Yeah? Okay. We'll be back.